Being new to investor relations, I just felt that there was a lot that I didn't know, and that just having a finance and accounting background wasn't enough. And there was nothing out there that could really bridge that knowledge gap until I learned about the CPIR program, and that just felt like it was the right fit to expand the skill set. From an experience perspective, it was a great experience. The knowledge you get not just from the professors, but also from your peers that are doing the course with you. Everyone comes from a different industry, and you don't usually get that experience unless you're at a conference. So that was very unique and very special. From a workload perspective, it was more manageable than I expected. But at the same time, it was very easy to get caught up in this idea that it might seem light and you don't appreciate the timing between the modules and just how important that is to really review and prepare. So I'll say the workload is very well balanced, but when it seems light, it's not taken for granted. It's made me more well-rounded. Part of the idea of why taking the course was to expand that skill set. And being now, having completed the course, I find that a lot of what I do is more intentional. It's not automated. You're not just doing it and repeating what's supposed to be done or how it's always been done. There's more intent behind it, better understanding, made me more aware of all the different parts of the business from an IR perspective, instead of just knowing they're there, like how do they impact IR? So it's just definitely made a full circle on the different skill sets from the course and just brought it all together into the role. I would say do it. The program itself is great. It's backed by great academic institutions like Rockman. You won't get that, anywhere else. It definitely expands your horizon when it comes to investor relations. It's definitely a function for everyone that's been out there for a long time, which is not my case, but what I've learned very quickly is that there's a lot you need to know, and there's nowhere that you can learn all of it except for this. So if you want to make a career out of investor relations, definitely do the program and take the time and really appreciate the content and the material and the networking opportunities. Use it to launch it. I find that this is like a fast lane pass when you go to an amusement park. For those of us that are new to the investor relations, this just gets you much further ahead, than you would have been unless you spent years and years. So I'll say do it.
So at that time, I was the first cohort, actually. It was 2012. And at that time, there was no real accreditation for IROs. So I felt it was a great way to kind of differentiate between investor relations professionals that took the program, that got some accreditation versus those that didn't have any accreditation. Yeah, it was a great experience. It was a long time ago now, but I remember the workload being heavy, which was a good thing. You want to learn as much as you want, right? You want to learn as much as you can in these courses. I liked the homework and I liked also the group work. So I think every month or so we'd get together in a boardroom and there were case studies and we worked as a group, but then there was also independent work you had to do by yourself. I found the exam challenging enough because there's a lot of work that goes in, almost like a mini MBA. And I thought that it touched, IR is a very balanced profession. You need to know a lot about a lot of different things. So it touched on PR, it touched on IR, it touched on comms, corporate governance, and it really gave me a really good background, really good base to excel in IR. Back when I took the accreditation in 2012, I was from IRO, and it really helped me move forward in my IR career. I find now working at the TMX, we support and service our issuers. Who we talk to at those issuers are the IR folks. So being able to talk to them, being able to be on their level in terms of IR and IR policy really helps in terms of us delivering that support and delivering our services to the IROs. So we think like an IR professional now at the TMX, having taken the CPIR. I would definitely recommend the course. I think it really differentiates between IROs in the market. A lot of even job postings that I'm seeing have preferred CPIR, preferred MBA, preferred CPA, and it's nice to see CPIR in there. So don't hesitate, take it. CIRI has partnered with Rotman now. When I took it, it was Ivy, two excellent universities. And I think it's a stepping stone in your career in the investor relations world.
I was in investor relations and I needed to learn more, and it was suggested this would be a good way to understand more about investor relations. So I knew finance, but I didn't know governance and I didn't know communication. It was just a good opportunity to educate myself on what an investor relations officer did. So I would tell anyone taking it, it is not an easy program. It is tough, it is challenging. Especially at the time that I took it, I was, working at Cameco Corporation. You're on the road traveling, you're doing assignments, but rely on your peers, work together, because it's such a great gratification when you actually write the exam and get the designation. I was in the inaugural program for the CPIR, so at that time I was an investor relations specialist at Cameco, and then from there, after I left Cameco, I was the vice president of corporate relations at a small junior company, so it just expanded and just opened the opportunity for better and higher roles. Talk to others, talk to myself, talk to other people that have gone through the program, and they will share with you how rewarding and how awesome it is to experience it and get the designation. I'm a big believer that it's for everyone that's considering getting into investor relations, and it'll just help you further your career. I've been a CIRI member since November of 2007, so a long time. I'm a veteran, not a rookie. The membership has just really provided me with so much opportunity of networking and resources and PD. I started in the finance department and then I moved to investor relations, and at the time the director of IR said it'd be really important to be involved with CIRI and have a membership, so that's how I got started and I have never looked back. Be able to reach out to colleagues, talk to them about current investor relations issues, the networking at conferences like this. It's just, I've made lifelong friends. It's a community where we're all connected, and it's just been really great for me.